So what is the Green Bay Packers' biggest weakness right now?
What's going on with the kicking situation?
Oh yeah, that's right. And I know exactly how to fix that.
Well, we better fix it fast.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting edition of Go Pack Go All Day. And I'm your host, Vinny B. So today we're going to talk about the Packers' biggest weakness. But real quick, trivia question, and stay tuned for the very end for the answer. Through all the trials and tribulations of the 2010 season, the Packers survived it all. They defeated the Falcons in the divisional playoffs. Who did they defeat in the NFC Championship game to earn the trip to the Super Bowl XLV? So right now, in my honest opinion, the biggest weakness for the Green Bay Packers is their kicking situation, because Carlson last season has missed at least one field goal or one extra point in almost every single game last season. So surprisingly, the Packers, of course, did not fix this issue in the middle of the season, which I felt like they should have done that. But this offseason, they went ahead and brought in new competition. They signed Greg Joseph, who is a experienced kicker. So yeah, Greg Joseph used to play for the Purple Demons, aka the Minnesota Vikings, division rival, and now he's on the Green Bay Packers. And then you got Anders Carlson. Anders Carlson was drafted by the Green Bay Packers in 2023 in the 6th round. His college statistics, 79 for 110, which is not all that spectacular. I believe that the Packers really just signed him just because of his capability of kicking the ball really, really far. And his brother is a kicker for the no longer the Oakland Raiders, but the Las Vegas Raiders. So that's what he's got. And just to compare the two, from 30 to 39 yards, Joseph is 32 for 33, 97%, while Carlson is 14 for 14, 100% at that range. And then here's where it gets a little bit different. At the 40 to 49 yard range, Greg Joseph is 22 for 30, which is 73%, but Carlson is 4 for 8, which is 50%. Now, these stats are what they are, but also too, if you look at the preseason, the very first game of the preseason, and you see how they kicked, they both kicked, I think they both kicked twice. They both made their kicks. However, if you watch Carlson, like both his kicks barely made it. Like it went like right to the side and barely missed. However, Greg Joseph's kicks were dead on right down the center. So in my honest opinion, how to go about this would be to continue to see how they kick in the next couple of preseason games, and then make a decision, because if they cut Carlson and they just bring him along board on they probably could bring him aboard on their practice squad, because I don't think any other team will pick this guy up. So the Packers need to fix their kicking situation, and they got to do this rather smartly, I would say. They don't need to rush it completely. Just make a smart decision on this, because this can dictate many games. And a lot of people thought that the playoff game between the Packers and the 49ers really came down to whether or not Carlson made that kick. But also, too, the defense could have been better. And I think they definitely addressed the defense issue with firing Joe Barry and bringing on Halfley. So, real quick, the answer to the trivia question: the Green Bay Packers defeated the Chicago Bears in the 2010 season to make it to the Super Bowl. So If I have a leaking pipe in my kitchen, do I just allow that thing to keep leaking? It's a problem, right? So just like the Packers and their kicking situation, right now it's a really big problem, and they need to fix this leaking situation. They need to find the kicker they can rely on in key situations, because if the game comes down to a field goal and they're clicking on all cylinders on everything else, they need to make sure that they have the kicker of the future on this team right here, right now. That's all I've got, and I really hope the Packers solve their kicking issue. That's their biggest weakness. And on that note, go Pack, go all day.
Looks like Greg Joseph will be the kicker of the future. If not, I'll be the kicker of the future. And go Pack, go!